Hey guys, it's Bella. In today's video, we are going to talk about 5 things that I wish I knew about manifestation sooner. I've been into the mystical manifestation, laws of the universe, fucking magical, esoteric rabbit hole for a few years now. It's been 5 years, 4 years, I don't even know. Yeah. I wish I knew these things when I first started getting into it because there's so much stuff that is confusing and it just made no fucking sense to me before, but now it does. Okay, so number 1, we are always manifesting no matter what. So manifestation isn't only about getting things that you want and I desire this and I want to have this dream life, I want to be this version of myself. Manifestation is more like you're manifesting, no matter if you're manifesting negative things into your physical reality or if you're manifesting positive things. It's all about, it all comes down to your own energy. What are you choosing to do? Who are you choosing to be? What are you thinking? What are you feeling throughout the day? And when you're in a certain energy for, days and days, obviously that accumulates and then it manifests into the tangible 3D realm. So don't think that manifestation is only about, I want to manifest this, and it's only about manifesting your desires. You're always manifesting because you're a human. You are literally a creator, and you're living in a world of creation. So when you speak negative things, when you think negatively, all thoughts, I feel like how I literally swear this is true, all thoughts manifest. They go towards a certain direction, and you can tell what kind of thoughts you are thinking by how you're feeling, and you can tell what kind of feelings you are having by the thoughts you're thinking a lot of times. And it's that talking about that loop, that paradox, can be a whole different video because there is a way to break out of that, of that feeling and thinking loop. I said feeling. Okay, but anyways, so if you want to manifest something into your life, or a person, a dream into reality, you are always manifesting something. So focus your thoughts, feelings, emotions, emotions are feelings, thoughts, feelings, actions, and words on the energy that would get you closer to that direction. Because if you slip up and you just if you are in the habit of negative thinking, negative feelings, then it's just manifesting the opposite of what you want. And that also leads into the law of attraction. So the law of attraction, basically, the whole essence of the law of attraction is that you attract who you are and what you think and what you feel and what you speak and things like that. So your energy attracts energy, and attracts basically, it in all different aspects of the universe, the fucking this music playing. But anyway, so if you put your mind into a negative flow, that's what you're gonna manifest. And if you focus on that, even if you don't want it to happen, that's what you're gonna manifest. Because the law of attraction, you manifest and attract the things, the energies that you are entertaining and the energies that are present in your field. So never focus on what you don't want, because that's what you're gonna manifest. With complaining, if you complain, if you focus on what you didn't get, and if you just focus on anything that's not the best possible outcome and that's not hope and faith and things that are of high vibration. All of that energy is going somewhere. Like it's flowing into something. And that's just flowing into your future, that shit's flowing into you, out of you, in your field. And you want to give the universe good messages, of course, and that's how you're going to manifest everything that you desire and everything that you deserve, by investing your energy into manifesting good things and manifesting what you do want, by focusing on what you do want and focusing on the good things, because you're always manifesting. So please do not focus on complaining, on negativity, on if you feel down. Like, don't let this 3D world or anybody in it tear you down, or just like, detachment is a whole nother video, honestly. But really, like, you gotta detach from the negativity and not even put any energy into that shit, because it will manifest into something you don't want to happen. And that's how we get stuck into situations that we don't want to be in, by continuously investing our energy into things that we don't want and talking about what we don't want, doing things that, you know, aren't aligned. Okay, so yeah, we are always manifesting no matter what. That's number one. Number two, manifestation isn't about getting things, it's about becoming a higher version of yourself, and as a byproduct, you create your desired reality with ease. Focus on shifting your identity and aligning with your higher self. Manifestation is not about getting things. It's not about having things. If you truly want to manifest and have the best life you could possibly have, you have to genuinely want to be a better person. Even if you had all the material things in the world, you wouldn't even be happy or fulfilled, and that doesn't even mean you have to be a good person to have all those things. Like, there's people who have everything that they could want and need, but they're still unhappy, because true happiness and fulfillment it all comes from within. So the goal here shouldn't be to manifest your dream life per se. Of course that's like a goal, but like, you should put more focus and energy into becoming the best version of yourself, because as the effect of you being the cause, you're the cause. Your consciousness, your energy, it's the cause. Your frequency is the cause. You are a living, moving wave, like, of energy, like a very powerful one. You have your own electromagnetic field. You can fucking speak. You can do all of these things. You're a human, and you have so much power as a human. Like, it's literally crazy. Compared to all the animal kingdom, you see, like, bro. And then we doubt ourselves. Like, how the fuck are you gonna doubt yourself when you're at the top of the animal kingdom and you can access spiritual shit and fucking build shit and write shit and make art? There's so many things that we are so, like, humans are very, very powerful. And you have to know that everybody has a destiny. Everybody has a highest potential that they can become, that they can fulfill. And I feel like there are alternate realities all happening at the same time. Past, present, future. It's all in the same universe. Like, it's all just happening. Like, it all exists. And there are so many different timelines that you can jump to. There's so many versions of yourself as well, because each of those timelines requires a different version of yourself that is the vibrational match to that timeline. So if you want to be on a different timeline and manifest, you know, a certain lifestyle or manifest things that's on a different timeline than what you are on now. And every moment is a new opportunity. Every moment is a new opportunity to jump to that fucking timeline that you want to be on. But you have to literally match your energy and be that version of yourself now in order to get on that timeline. Like, you can't want to get on that timeline and stay the fucking same and do the same fucking things. Like, what? Focus on aligning your identity with the timeline that you want to be on, where you have it all and you are everything that you want to be. That's why a lot of times you hear people saying, pretend, basically, act as if you have it now, because it is now. There's alternate lives where you have it happening right now. It's just you have to, like, it's possible. It's a thing. Like, the fact that people just, bro, align your identity with the version of yourself, with the identity that has what you want. That version of yourself probably would think differently. How would they think? That version of yourself would probably speak differently, hold themselves differently, walk differently, talk differently. I'm not saying like, change everything about yourself, but the alter ego effect is real. The law of assumption is real. Those are like two of the biggest things that I've ever used to change my life. I don't know if you could see in the back, but I'm gonna plug my book real quick, guys. So this is my book that I just came out with. It's called Identity Shift, and basically it's everything that I use to change my life and to become a higher version of myself. I used to be homeless. I used to be in an abusive relationship. I don't know why I smiled when I said that. It wasn't funny. Like, it was actually fucking terrible, bro. I was so, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to say weak, but I was very insecure and I couldn't even look people in the eyes. I wasn't confident whatsoever. And I really feel like anybody who wants to change and transform and create a better life for themselves, I feel like this book, you would love this book. It's like a workbook. It's not like a workbook, it is a workbook. It has all different prompts, and it's basically shadow work, and it talks about chakras, going into each of your chakras. It has the pillars of life. There are all different pillars of life that you can explore, and then you basically journal about your dream life and your dream self and get clarity. I feel like transformation, it's never ending. Regeneration, transformation, life and death, there's constant cycles. It never ends. It's infinite. And even after we die, that's just still going to keep going, because we're souls. We're just in this lifetime right now. And with this book, it represents the completion of my old self. I feel like after I wrote this book, I realized how much I've changed and how much I actually know about transformation and evolution and changing, because I used to be in such a difficult situation. Like, I was on probation. As I said, I was homeless. I dropped out of high school, and I had to go to court for truancy. I owed thousands of dollars. I was in such a difficult situation, and there were just so many things that were just going wrong. And now that I am older and more wise, and I've gone through this transformation process that I take you through in my book, and changed my identity, and then my life changed, I'm like, damn, like, the reason why my life was like that was because I was at such a low vibration and I wasn't being my best self. So it's all about raising your vibration, raising your frequency, changing your frequency, because still to this day, like, I, of course, have so much farther to go. Like, there's so many things I want to change about myself and become better with, and to do differently, be differently. I want to be extremely wealthy, and I want to live somewhere else. I want to live by the beach. I want to do a lot of different things, but obviously I'm not there yet. Like, I feel like a lot of times people only like look for after somebody has gotten everything that they want, and they take the advice of them. But like, I feel like the things that I've been discovering are really working, and I'm seeing them happen to me. Like, as I move through the world, as like people reacting differently to me, different things happening and manifesting right before my eyes. And it's just all about your energy, bro. It's all about your thoughts, about your feelings. You gotta lock in. I feel like my hair looks so bad, guys. Like, it's just because it's hot. It's so hot out. And I just feel like I'm looking a little greasy there. It's okay though. I hope you guys still accept me being a little greasy. A little greasy little person. Okay, but yeah, let's get into the next one. So, number three, manifestation depends on your ability to maintain the frequency that is a vibrational match for your desires. So this I kind of touched on before when I was talking about how you have to match your identity with the timeline that you want to be on. So how this works is the version of yourself that you are right now is vibrating at a certain frequency. Frequencies are like tuning to a radio station. They each are very specific, and they each manifest in their own ways. Changing your frequency, it's not instantaneous, but it can be, because you can shift yourself at any moment. I literally realized you can shift yourself at any moment to change the timeline, like the direction that you're on. I feel like there's always so many different pathways we can go, and it all depends on who we are in the moment. Because in one moment you could be going down a certain timeline, and then you could think something radically different or do something totally out of your comfort zone, and it sets you on a whole different direction in life. So I feel like what you really should get clear on is the identity of the version of yourself that has the manifestations you desire to create. I always talk about the thinking, feeling, speaking, and acting principles of changing and transforming. I take you through that in my book. If you want to identity shift, you have to become very clear on the life that you want, and very clear on what it will take for you, like the habits and the systems, the discipline, everything, because it's much different than the life you have now. Much different. It's not going to look the same, and things are going to change, and you have to basically say goodbye to the life that you have in order to manifest a new one. Also get clear on what would this version of yourself, where would this version of yourself go, what would this version of yourself make, like how much money. Literally dream big, dream as big as you want, because this is your life. You can't let anybody or society make you think that what you want isn't possible, because trust me, it is. It literally is. It is. Like, there's no doubt about it. You're only thinking that there's doubts just because you were programmed. If you have any doubts, please don't have any doubts about what you want to be and what you want to have, because you can have it. And also in the spiritual community, it's very popular to renounce all material desires and to not care about them. And that is true. Like, you can't be emotionally dependent and be attached to the things you want to manifest, because manifestation, it's like a cycle. Like, you want to manifest something, and then things can always be taken away. It's anyways though, that's the next one. But yeah, get very clear on what it would take for you, and then change accordingly. Literally, like, there was this exercise that is in my book. So there's a part where you write down on one side what are the things that you do in your current day-to-day life. Like, give an example of the day. And then on the other side, it's like a T-chart. It is what your dream self would do in a day. So then you want to compare those and be like, okay, what are my habits? Let me be honest with myself. Like, does the version of myself that have my dream life really entertain these things? Yes or no? Think about what habits your new self would have. Make sure you write those down. And yeah, I just I feel like that is the chapter that I am really in right now, is integrating those new habits and those new thoughts and feelings and actions and words into my life. And I'm watching as those things impact and influence and change and rearrange my reality. Okay, so number 4, you can't be attached to your desires. The more emotionally dependent you are on the material world, the more you suffer. The more you realize you are the source of your fulfillment in life, the more you succeed. Do not give power to anything outside of yourself. Do not be attached to anything or anyone outside of yourself, because then that gives them power over you. That gives the material world, which is a fucking illusion. It's all just atoms, the fabric of the universe, of this reality. It's all atoms just vibrating at different frequencies, and some are denser and then they look physical, but they're actually moving energy. Like, they're actually atoms. And it's very interesting because mostly atoms comprise of empty space. So that means basically, like, all the atoms in here, it's mostly fucking empty space. They're just all vibrating to the point where they're heavy. And everything is energy. You are energy. You have lots of atoms vibrating you into existence, into this 3D world. And this 3D world, it's an illusion, bro. You go to sleep and you can dream and be in all different realities and go places. And then you wake up and then you're here again. And the quantum field has so many realities, infinite realities. This shit is crazy. Like, it's such a big, infinite, eternal universe. And you can't be attached to anything outside of you because you are the creator of your reality. That's why. You can't let other people drag you down. You can't let the loss or the gain of certain things in your reality drag you down. You have to maintain a certain frequency that is the match to your desires, right? The vibrational match. So for you to maintain that frequency, you have to be strong as fuck. You have to maintain that frequency no matter what is happening to you externally in your physical reality. Say that you have not even a penny. You are broke, homeless, have only one pair of raggedy clothes that you have to wear, and you are in a terrible situation. You have nowhere to live. Say that you are just like in a horrible situation, or you're in poverty, or you are just in any situation you don't want to be in. Like, it doesn't have to be the most horrible situation, but no matter what situation you are in, if you are in rock bottom, you can manifest your way out of that shit, because all you need is this, and you can't live without your mind and your heart. You have to know that you have all the power to have the life that you want, to create the life that you want from nothing, from visions. everything that was conceived into the physical world first had to be conceived within. Everything that you see that's man-made, it was first an idea. It had to be an idea first, and it had to be followed through, and structure had to be brought to it. Form had to be brought to it. You have to balance and have temperance. Balance really wanting your manifestations, where you aren't settling for less, you aren't being like lazy, because there's definitely the aspects of manifesting where you dream so much and you put in no work or no effort, no action, and think that things are just going to magically come to you. But that's not fully true. You have to do things. You have to take action. Like, you have to. And you have to find enjoyment in it. Even when it's boring. Like, romanticize your life. But also at the same time, don't overwork yourself and feel like you need it so bad, because that makes it run away. Because you can't be emotionally dependent and attached to it. There's a middle ground that exists, where it's like you're laid back, you're calm, you're not feeling like there's no time. You know everything is gonna work out. Even when things fuck up, you know it's all for a higher reason. So, yeah. Do not give power to anything outside of yourself. And that also really, really works well with relationships, because if you feel like you need somebody, that's not good. That's not good. You have to know that you are very powerful within your own self, and nobody else completes you. You have to feel complete and whole within yourself. Finally, number 5. Above all, trust in the universe. Stop trying to control everything, control timing, and control outcomes. Know that your dreams are inevitable. Have unwavering faith. Know everything will work out. So even if bad things happen, you gotta have that it is what it is type of mindset. Like, good things, yay, good things, but then bad things, have the mindset of, okay, I don't like this, but don't try to run away from the feeling, because then that goes into escapism. When you try to run away from your circumstances, run away from difficult experiences, it all happens for a reason. Trust me. Trust me, I've been through some crazy, terrible shit, and trust me, it all has a higher purpose. And to some people that may sound like I'm fucking nuts, and that's okay, but you will realize it later in your life when you look back, even a year from now. Even if you look back on your life, say that you had a very, very rough childhood, that shaped you in a certain way, and you've impacted others in certain ways. Like, everything that happens to us, it all has a ripple effect. It all has a butterfly effect to the whole world. And I feel like because I've been through such crazy shit at such a young age and gone through so much, it has made me much wiser and much more structured compared to some people my age who are, definitely not on the right path whatsoever. I really feel like everything happens for a reason. Everything does. And you have to have that faith that even if things don't seem in the moment like everything is happening according to how you want it to happen, everything is unfolding in its own beautiful divine timing. Some people in the manifestation community say divine timing doesn't exist, you can manifest instantly. And yes, of course that happens, bro. Of course that happens. But you can't feel like you have to have something. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times when I instantly manifested things within the same day, the same week, the same month, I was detached from that thing. Like I didn't, like I thought about it, was like, oh, like that would be really cool, I want that, and then I didn't really stress over it. When you put stress and that, you know, anxious, like desperate, needing energy, like oh, blah blah blah, that chases it away. That's not the energy that the version of yourself who has that would be in. They would be relaxed and chill about it and be like, oh yeah, like this is lit, in a more like detached way, because it's normal. You have to normalize the things that you want. That's why vision boards are very good, and affirmations, because it goes into your subconscious mind. But yeah, do not try to control timing, control things, control people. You don't want to manipulate your reality. You want to be in flow with it. Be one with it, not force, because that's not the right way to do things. That's why war exists, and leaders that are dumb. Like, literally, I can't believe that there are people like fucking Trump and just terrible terrorist type leaders too. Trump, I feel like, is like a dictator, and in the Middle Eastern countries, like some of the leaders and just all sorts of leaders everywhere, they shouldn't be leaders, and it's because the system of power has to be taken down. It has to be some fucking revolution or some shit. But yeah, trust. That's the biggest advice that I could give you, is having trust. Trust. Have faith, have hope, have full belief in yourself, because even if everybody's against you, everybody doesn't believe in you, as long as you have belief in yourself, you can get wherever you want to go. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Because if you don't believe in yourself, then there's no point. There's no point in trying. There's no point. You have to develop the belief in yourself first, the faith in yourself, the faith in the universe, that connection between you and the universe, in order to manifest your dream life and become the best version of yourself. Okay guys, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. I really, really recommend getting my book. I'll leave the link in the description box, and it's also linked on my page, like at the top of the page. So yeah, if you want to become the best version of yourself and transform and manifest a new life, manifest new things, new people into your life, and just low-key level up, high-key level up, then I really recommend this book. And on the back it says, I am not my past, I am what I choose to become. So yeah, that's Carl Jung. He said that, and I really like that quote because it really inspired me. So yeah, I will see you in the next video, and love you homies. Peace, love, namaste, and keep your vibes high. Yeah, okay, I gotta go. Okay, bye.